We have the red Elven player, Mr. Smog, at the top left side. And the blue Dwarven player, Ave at the bottom right side. Yeah, the colors are not matching, but I want to still see this matchup. So the scoreboard is the other way around. Smoky is red in this game, and blue one is actually Ave. Wrong colors, yeah guys, sorry for that. I wasn't paying attention. I told them, but I think they kind of misunderstood me. 2 mineshafts coming up for dwarves and 2 Malone trees coming up for elves into the barracks. And once again, that's the first time in this Champions League that we will see this matchup. That was the only matchup which we were missing actually in the league. And if you don't know, we are keeping a track about every single matchup to see the win rate of each individual faction in each individual matchup. Barracks into the third Malone tree. On the other side, we see an economical opening. 1, 2, 3, 4 mineshafts in total coming up for Dwarven player Ave. You miss your BFME 2 tournament? Yeah, I mean, I've seen this matchup many times in the BFME 2 tournament. Yes, true. But I've not seen it yet in the new patch. We have a Hall of Warriors coming up after 4 mineshafts for dwarves and Lorien Warriors. Yes, Lorien Warriors start. That's gonna mean early pressure on a dwarven player. I mean, you know, Ave gets the chance to kind of be able to play that a bit more defensively. The Guardians, they are strong in a one-on-one situation in compared to Lorien Warriors, but Lorien Warriors are obviously way faster. So they can always hit and run. They don't need to commit to a fight. They can always disengage when they choose to. Nice background music. Thank you very much. I'm happy that you enjoy it. And also, in the meantime, guys, let me just fix the scoreboard, because I don't want to confuse you. So the players forgot about it, but I can fix that, no problemo. Gonna take me a few seconds, but it's okay. It's the beginning of the game anyway. So now it should be up to date. And here we go. Okay, so what is this? The builder? What is that, dude? That's a very offensive Malone tree coming up for Smoky. Very offensive Malone tree. We have Lorien Warriors. They were scouting the bottom left side for some potential mineshafts. They won't be able to find anything though. Now we have also archers in the middle of the map. Sakura Forest. The Lorien Warrior is leading forward, and Ave has the first guardian out just in time. I mean, that's the second one. Sorry. But he was able to find this Malone tree, which causes Smoky to lose a bit amount of money. That's not a big deal, but also could be better. He's gonna build a wall hub to body block these units, but once again in a melee fight, the Lorien Warriors, they don't stand a chance. But what they can do is dance around the Rosie. They can hit and run, and they can always run. That's why you would need eventually 2 battalions. He will still be able to take down the mineshaft, and he might even be able to get away, because once again, Lorien Warriors are just much faster in compared to the Guardians. And the Elven unit, or the Elven army, just like all the good factions in Battle for Middle-earth games, has lots of sustain. So if you can save them, you can build a well, and boom, they will recover over time. Double barracks now for elves, and we will have also some battle wagon action. They got actually buffed this patch, kind of buff and nerf at the same time. So the recruitment of the battle wagon price got reduced from 500 down to 400 only. So you will get the chance to recruit them for 100 less resources. However, the upgrades, they are now more expensive. So, you know, this, for example, used to cost you only 300. Now it's going to cost you 400. The same also for the wealth, for the well. The Man of the Eel used to cost you 400. It's going to cost you now 500. So the banner, which is going to be the most used upgrade on the battle wagon, is now 100 more expensive. So in total, you will have to still pay the same money if you choose to get the banner upgrade. But if you just want to get some battle wagons on the field to trample down the enemy units, then the battle wagons are definitely buffed. Hey Easter, welcome to the streamer, dude. Glad to see you in the chat for the first time ever. Appreciate that. Means really a lot to me. Caesar, welcome to the stream as well. So, battle wagons, we might actually be able to see more of them. For now, the game is looking pretty evenish. There is a mineshaft in the middle of the map, and there are 2 Malone trees which are going to be found, and they have 0 protection. That means they will be both taken down. It's a matter of time, because there is 0 protection. There is a statue coming up, and once again, the Elven gameplay will result in being a campy gameplay. That's how the faction is designed like. And if you don't know, so far in the Champions League, the Elven faction is the highest win rate. We have guardians, but he might actually need even more of them. Because once again, they have leadership here, right? That means with the rallying call, they will have double buff, and they might be able to kill those guardians in no time. And what Smoky needs are more pikemen to be able to counter the enemy battle wagon. So far, the dwarven player is kind of playing it a bit slow, which is something I like to see a lot. You don't need to rush. When you have the advantage right now, you have the momentum, you can just put pressure with your existence around this area. Eisengard is in the chat. My dudes, welcome to the stream. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Nice to see you. Okay, the big commitment, we have 4 guardians with double buff. They have also the banner, you know, the banner from the battle wagon and the rallying call from the spellbook of dwarves. Rallying call is gonna be used now from the elven player, Mr. Smoke. The Malone tree is gonna get bursted down. He's gonna try to split his units all the time. The pikemen, they need to be in position to keep those archers protected. Oil barrel is going to be used on the ground, which causes to take the, you know, that the elven units are taking damage over time. The statue is going to be found. It's a very squishy building. You can take it in literally 2 seconds, and that's going to be the case. That means no more leadership available for the elven army. And look at that. In the meantime, also economical damage is being dealt. Beautiful trample is incoming. Haldir is on the way to catch those battle wagons, but he will be losing yet another Malone tree, and that's the power of the commitment of dwarves. So with like 1 archer or 2 archers, you won't be able to protect yourself in long term. Yes, he was able to win the army against army fight, but the reason for that is because Ave was not trying to fight against the army. He was trying to deal economical damage, and he was successful in doing that. We have now 300 command points only for Smoky, and 650 in the command points bank of the dwarven player Ave Have. Hey Mr. Balin, welcome. 6 power points collected after the rallying call. The Malone tree is going to be found at the bottom left corner. And Smoky has only 5 power points so far. And yeah, he might get... Oh, the battle wagon has been taken down. The mine shaft is going to be taken down right after. Demolish that to deny him the experience points, because Haldir is already level 3. It means he's only 2 levels away from getting his leadership unlocked. And when it comes to debuff the enemy units, Dwarven faction is the one which struggles quite a lot, because in order to be able to debuff the enemy units, you need to actually recruit King Dean and get him to level 4 for the might to reach. King Dean is kinda an expensive hero, so in many cases you won't get the chance to recruit him. And what Ave would actually need, I believe, you know, King Brain is such a great and reliable hero. Yet again, we don't get the chance to see him very often. He's also quite cost efficient. It means you can recruit him for a really affordable price. And I believe it's a great choice if you get him on the field early enough. Because the Slam Shot can devastate the Elven army, as the Elven army likes to be clumped. And Slam Shot deals splash damage, meaning it will be able to hit multiple units at the very same time. Tony Maroni, schön, dass du hier bist. Vielen Dank. We have a tournament game going on. I mean, not a tournament game, guys. It's like a Champions League with challenge system. Smoky is the number 1 player. Ave is the number 3 player. So it's a pretty nice game. And you're just in time for the game number 1 between Elves and Dwarves. And another attack is gonna happen now. They have also the well. Charge will be used for the 50% damage and armor boost. Oh, imagine, guys, imagine for a single second if he would have the siege hammers now. Trust me, he would have been able to take down the fortress. I'm not even kidding. 3 guardians with rallying call and also the siege hammers, they can take down the fortress in literally 2 seconds. The guardian is actually moving to the spot and will be finding this Malone tree. The battle wagons are disengaging, but one of the barracks has been taken down. Glad to see stream online. Hey guys, I have a bad news about the YouTube channel, guys. Oh my goodness, I was actually so disappointed today. You guys know I have those download, or I had those download tutorial videos for Battle for Middle-earth games, because I believe everyone should get the chance to know that you can play them still in 2022 on your PC without having to buy them. Which you can't really, you know, they are abandonware. That means you need to either buy them for a really stupid amount of money in a second-hand version, or you just download them online for free. So, you know, my download videos, somebody reported them actively, and I got now a copyright strike on my YouTube channel, and 2 more of these and my YouTube would be banned. And for that reason, I now have restriction. I cannot upload for a full week. So YouTube told me, Shanks, you cannot upload for a full week, 7 days, any video to your main channel. mean, it was today in the morning, so I mean, definitely not a great start into the new week, let me tell you that much. 3 power points collected for Elves after the mist, and we have 8 power points after rebuild, heal, now 2 power points after heal, rebuild, and rallying call. Oh, the battle wagon! Nice micro from Smoky. I mean, the battle wagon is so extremely vulnerable against the pikemen. So if they touch you, you will be gone. Small fight at the bottom. Oh, it's lagging. But Smoky is able to hold himself, kinda. What needs to be done here? I think King Brian is gonna be still a great choice. Or you can go for the armor on these dwarven units to make them a bit more tanky. Yeah, I don't know how many. I mean, I don't have the information about who reported me. That can be anybody. You know, I don't want to actually say this was the person who did it. But you know, it's obviously they were reporting the video for being illegal content. Basically, it's abandonware. That means nobody owns the right. But again, I think downloading a game for free from a YouTube video is obviously not the most legal stuff in the world. So I cannot even blame YouTube for that. But the funny thing is, those videos were on the YouTube channel now for a really long time, you know. One of them was like 1.5 years ago. And in this last 18 months, nothing happened. And all of a sudden, in the last 2 weeks, I got removed 2 videos and they sold in 1 strike. And strike in YouTube is a big deal because if you get 3 strikes in total, you will permanently lose your account. Which would hurt me a lot. Yeah, true. So we have a huge army coming now from the bottom left side. Rallying call has been used. The 2 battle wagons, one of them is badly damaged. He gotta watch out because Haldir will get the chance to shoot him down. 2 shots and this one is gonna be taken down definitely. Heal is on cooldown. The barracks is getting literally destroyed in 2 seconds. He's building multiple wall hubs because where is the Elven army at? Smoky was kind of moving on, but this army is not enough to deal economical damage anyway. And I believe that's going to be the GG move, right? Because Smoky lost his production building. We have 1000 command points for Abe, by the way, guys. I mean, he will be definitely in the game for now, but the question is for how long? 1000 against 400. 10 power points collected. I mean, the good thing for this situation for Smoky is that he's really close to get the Eagle Summon unlocked from the spare book. Eagle Summon can be used for defensive purposes because as we are talking, there is nothing that can actually hurt those eagles from Dwarven player Abe. Haldir is also level, actually Haldir is level almost 7. So the fear resistant is not existing right now. I think the banner upgrade on the battle wagon doesn't give the Dwarven units fear resistant as well. Let me check, just to be sure. Yeah, it doesn't give you fear resistant. So basically, the only way you can get fear resistant with Dwarven army mobile is King Dean with the Stubborn Pride. Hobbit will be special summoned from dwarves. They are going for a big commitment, but remember, rallying call is on cooldown. Heal is available though. Haldir cannot fight against the hobbits. Hobbits are dealing increased damage, great amount of damage to enemy heroes. And the fortress is the only remaining structure. I mean, it has great protection with the wall hubs around it, so it's gonna be hard for the melee fighters to attack the fortress. But camping only with like 1 Haldir and a couple of pikemen and 1 archer is not gonna make you win the game. Look at the minimap in the meantime, guys. He has full map control, 1000 command points, great amount of resource income. And the only bad, I believe, even if the eagles would come, yes, they would eventually save you for now, but the question is for how long? Siege Hammer is not purchased yet. Rallying call is gonna be used defensively on the existing Elven army, which is not quite a lot. The arrow tower is gonna be the first focus. Haldir is hitting level 7. He's gonna be used now from Abe. Glorfindel is joining the battlefield. He's trying to go for the Mustafa strategy, but I believe he's a little bit too late for that one. Look at the Hobbit damage against Haldir, boys. Haldir is getting chunked. 12 power points collected, still 2.5 power points away from the Eagle Summon. The fortress is under attack. There is little to nothing the Elven player can do about that situation because he has only 2 heroes and that's all he got. He has 300 command points only versus 1000, and the only way you can get power points is actually with the heroes and the fortress. Heal is going to be now unlocked from the spellbook. He's going to use heal on Glorfindel to keep him healthy because once again the hobbits are chunking him. The battle wagon was the focus of the fortress in Haldir. Level 7, still one level away from getting the golden arrow unlocked. He's rebuilding the wall-ups all the time, but it's a matter of time. It's a suffer game now for Mr. Smoky, and he will be definitely taken down in the very first game from his new challenger, Ave Have. What a phenomenal start into the Best of 7 series from the Turkish player. Reinforcements are being spawned from every single mineshaft. The snowballing effect of dwarves is something else. I mean, that's the strength of dwarves. When they get the chance to commit for a fight, they will hurt. And I believe siege hammers would be the best call, but he might not even need them. Glorfindel is very low, not even level 3 yet. He gotta run for his life. And you see that? Mineshaft, mineshaft, mineshaft, mineshaft. Do you see this? How many mineshaft he's, eventually surrounding the entire elven army with mineshafts from every single place. So it's really hard. And Smoky now will be defeated. Sneaky little hobbit says, Obtain humanity. The goat is in the chat. Welcome, my dude. Welcome to the stream. And I hope you are gonna enjoy the best players fighting and facing and slaughtering each other. Talos, my man, welcome to the stream. Appreciate that. I said it yesterday, there is no power against such a reckless Ave Have.
Take orders from stinking Morgul rats.
Okay, dude, chill please. So Mordor against goblins, guys, that was the hardest matchup in the 8.4 and also in this Champions League so far. Mordor is undefeated against goblins, but Ave is a good, Smoky is a great goblin player, right? He knows what to do. I mean, when somebody is gonna win it, it has to be Smoky. Smoky was also losing the first game, and this is gonna be a tough one. So 2 tunnels, Goblin Keep into the 3rd tunnel is gonna be the build order from Smoky. On the other side, Slaughterhouse, Slaughterhouse, Slaughterhouse, Orc Pit. So early on, we will see definitely Orcs against Goblins. And also we gotta say that this map is not very great for the goblins. Maybe on a map like Jungles or Farharat, goblin faction would have a better chance. But again, goblins, just like dwarves, are a snowballing faction. You wanna have a good early game you can actually snowball on and have the momentum. You wanna catch the momentum and keep snowballing on it, eventually till the victory. But I also believe, and from the experience I was able to gain throughout the entire games so far, but also in the past years, if you fall behind against Mordor, it's really tough for goblins. It's really hard. Double Goblin Cave and 3rd Goblin Cave coming up now. It's gonna be a goblin party. On the other side, Orcs into the 2nd Orc Pit and into the 3rd Orc Pit, boys. So Orcs against goblins in a one-on-one situation. Goblins are stronger and faster and also looking better. Look at these beautiful creatures and look at these ugly creatures. These guys, they are looking like they came out of the toilet. You know what I'm saying? These guys, they look like they are coming out of the heaven. Let's call heaven, Look at them, the yellow eyes. It's so unique, you know what I'm saying, guys? Look like Lord Voldemort to me. No nose. It looks like elves a little bit. It looks like a mix of Lord Voldemort and elves, like a combination, like a baby from Tauriel and Lord Voldemort. I'm telling you, the slaughterhouse is gonna be taken down eventually. The positioning was not the greatest. Never mind, he's gonna be able to protect it. Mordor can just play a bit more patiently early on. Doesn't need to rush anything, just play a bit more defensively. We have also more units now moving from the top side. And goblins, they were actually building up an army warfare of Goblin Town, down to Goblin Town. A lot of them. He has also War Chant available, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, sir, War Chant is available, and this push might hurt. I believe in this matchup, you also want to recruit some of the Orc Archers for the defense, But you can always do, and that's the good thing about Mordor faction. Mordor has so many, plenty of options, right? You can go for the Orc Pit level 2 for the Black Orcs. You can go for the Haradrim Lancers. You can go for the Mountain Trolls. You can save up for a Fell Beast. And everything is going to be a great choice, because Mordor has, potentially the most choices, the most unique playstyle out of all 7 factions in Rise of the Witch King. So great defense around this side. You see the placement of the orcs? He's placing them right in front of the slaughterhouse. Do you see that? That's very important to body block the enemy units. Smoke is gonna try to go all the way around it, eventually to the back, to be able to finally take down at least one of the slaughterhouses. And Mordor is able to hold himself. And losing one slaughterhouse only against such a goblin force is not a big deal. Remember, he was actually using the war chant offensively, and Ave was saving his own war chant. Now Ave will get the chance to go for a counter attack. And with plenty of orcs, you can also unlock the horde bonus, which would even mean more DPS for the orcs. With level 2, they get even higher DPS, the bloodthirsty. So bloodthirsty, the horde bonus, and the war chant combined would mean that you would get 100% more DPS. Double the damage, boys. Double the damage. Nice commitment, great clumping, I like that. This hate speech will not be tolerated. Cancel Shanks. You can't cancel me. I'm joking. Alright, the tunnel is gonna be found and eventually taken down. More reinforcements coming now from downtown. There is one goblin warrior sneaking to the corner, but Mordor player Ave is able to find it. Creeping action is going on at the same time. Lubricant Piano. Thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. So 3 goblin caves and spider pit level 2. So they have now the transition into the spider riders. I believe they are a great choice, but also expensive choice. They cost 600 each, so losing them is gonna be quite painful. Troll cage now. What got changed this patch actually is the poison arrow damage against trolls. So now with the spider riders, you can also use the poison arrows and try to burst down those trolls fast enough. And remember, the spider riders are way more mobile than a mountain troll is, and you will get the chance to hit and run. You will still need quite a lot of time to be able to take down one of the mountain trolls, but you can kite him, you know, kiting. Money on the ground, pick it up. And also the second creep is going to be secured by Mrs. Mock. The tunnel is going to be finally taken down. Orcs in the chat, deeply hurt. We have no orcs in the chat. You know what we have? We have beautiful Elven warriors in the chat with their golden hairs. I mean, Mordor is holding himself. We have in total 550 command points for Mordor and 400 command points only for goblins. And you can see when Mordor is holding, right, defending early on, in the first couple of minutes into the game, you will have such a great scaling into the mid to late game that's going to be unbelievable. Now, we will see more and more mountain trolls are being recruited. Whom do you serve? Saruman! And we have a cave pads usage. Tunnel is coming up in the middle of the map. These goblins, they will be getting smashed. They have no chance against the mighty mountain troll with his blue pants. Spider riders top right. And I believe Mordor, at this point, the best thing that you can do is to get some Easterlings for the defense. This way you can move out with your trolls. You don't need to use them for defense. You can actually put pressure. And then save up for a Fell Beast. I'm telling you guys. I believe the Fell Beast... Oh, the builder. Can you fix the camera? Yes, sir. I can do that. Oh, the builder. Don't. Okay, he's gonna get in safety barely. Avi is able to save the builder. The trolls are in the middle of the map. The spider riders, they gotta run, and that hurts because they are level 1 only. They have no recovery. They will be kind of useless now. This battalion with 3 units remaining only. And you need to now get them to level 2 with the banner. For that reason, you gotta build the armory though. And that's quite a lot of effort, you know. You gotta invest money, time to get the armory up on the field, and then also get the banner purchased. Lots of money has to be invested. Yabba dabba do. He's slapping the builder, who's gonna get in safety now. The tunnel is gonna be definitely taken down. The troll doesn't plan to leave this builder alone. 300 lost, by the way. And if he loses the builder, that's gonna be even more painful. There are some spider riders on the field. They can once again shoot from a safe distance, the poison arrow, but doesn't chunk as much as Mrs. Smog needs. The builder is getting away. In the meantime, we have like a couple of fights in the middle of the map, but Mordor players should be easily able to defend. It's not a big problem. And you see, now it's the other way around. Now the goblin player is in a defensive situation. The builder has been taken down. There's a lot of damage dealt already. The good thing about this situation is you can, you know, hit them all the time with the poison arrows. You can also extend your range and shoot from a far distance. The spider riders are also shooting from a long distance. The tunnel is going to be found. You have a cave troll, boys. You have a cave troll. Untamed Allegiance from Mordor. Very interesting choice. Something we don't get to see very often. So now, it sounds crazy, but now Ave has not 1, but he has 2 troll cage. He can now keep recruiting more of these cave trolls. And the good thing about the cave trolls is that they are cheaper. They cost 100 less in compared to the mountain trolls. Lots of trolls in the middle. Lots of pressure on goblins. There is one burrow expansion, 725 command points for Mordor and 475 only for goblins. Basically 400 only because he gets 75 from this burrow expansion. Spider Allies will be special summon for offense. He needs to now finally deal some economical damage. He will be able to destroy this in no time. The troll can be used for defending this, no problemo. But what about the damage in return? What about the commitment against the fortress? 3 mountain trolls and 1 cave troll. Look how tiny the cave troll is looking like in compared to the mountain trolls. And guys, the match of goblins against Mordor, against the power of Mordor, there can be no victory as the fortress from the goblin town is going down. Just like that. And Avi is destroying the goblin town. We have the Mordor player Avi against the red man of the West player Mr. Smog. So basically, so far in this Champions League,
is over. The time of the orc has come.
Yeah, so basically, Man of the West has 100% win rate against Mordor. 2 out of 2 games won. Let's see if Mr. Smog can continue with the dominance of the Man of the West faction against the evil factions.
Fight for me, and I will hold your oaths fulfilled.
What say you? Ye fight. Orc Pit, double slaughterhouse, Orc Pit into the third one. On the other side, we see early barracks. I mean, not offensive barracks, it's more like a defensive one. And yeah, Orc Pit, I mean, orcs, again, I think it's the same situation like in the previous game. Mordor has to play a bit more defensively early on. I think you guys just spam too much, and now the sound effects are not working anymore. Sorry, sorry. It's not something from me. I think when you are overusing it, it's kind of bugging out a little bit. You broke it, boys. Yeah, you broke it, guys. Soldiers of Gondor. Look at them, boys. Look at these warriors. The brave man. The builder. Maybe double the price for the sounds? Yes, sir. I think that's gonna be definitely something I might take into consideration. But yeah, dude, I'm in the game. I didn't do anything. Says Cameo. 20k points for everything, yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna fix that, and also the people who didn't get the voice effect, they will get the points back. No problemo. Orcs, actually, they are going forward. I don't know about that. I mean, triple orc pit, just like in the previous game. You know, spam orcs to defend yourself early on. Rallying call has been used. The orc pits are the, you know, with the goblin caves together, they are the squishiest barracks in the game. So taking them down in a situation like that is quite easy. The builder was actually body blocking the orcs. The soldiers are level 2 now. They are still buffed. They are still unhurt, and this might still be quite effective because soldiers are so much stronger than orcs, and they can sit here in the shield formation and hold ground stance. They can absorb lots of damage from orcs and fight them for days. In the meantime, we have an archer range coming up for the Man of the West player, Mr. Smog. The slaughterhouse is going to be found and definitely taken down. Orc archers are not going to make it there in time. Also, this one is going to be eventually taken down. Nice clumping from Smog. They are still buffed, by the way. Aggressive stance. More orcs are coming, but if he loses this one and this one is going to be definitely taken down, it's going to be a horrible start into the game number 3 for Ave. That's going to be a quite bad start. This fight is going to be definitely one-sided for men, and yeah, so far he's spamming soldiers and spearmen too. Looks like you want to go for the creep on the work layer on the left side. Mordor is struggling, boys. Mordor is struggling. He was able to save this one. That's not bad, but is this going to be enough to turn this game around? We have 350 command points for Mordor and 350 command points for men, but men have definitely the momentum. He was able to deal great amount of economical damage, and that's very important because the second those farms are hitting level 2, they will become more tanky and also produce you more money, as well as increasing your command points by 75 instead of 50. And creeping at the same time is going to give Man of the West player the edge of advantage, and he will be able to get even a greater lead in the power points department. Soldier battalion standing by. And look at that. You know, next time he will have also archers to kill those orcs from a safe distance. This army looks kind of big, but it's just quality goes over quantity. This army is getting outskilled big time against this army. I mean, he has double orc archer. That's not horrible. Does he have buff? Yes, sir. He has buff advantage. So Rallying Call is on cooldown, but War Chant isn't. Now it's about the damage Avi will be able to deal in return, but leaving himself unprotected against those units is going to be a painful decision, and he will be definitely regretting his choice, because these units are going to be definitely able to kill this and this after that. Mordor is grouping up, and once again the horde bonus is also affecting the orc archers. And remember, the horde bonus is a spell which always is able to stack. So basically you can have horde bonus, you can have war chant, you can have eye, you can have darkness, and you can have also the bloodthirsty at the same time active. So in long run you can make your orcs quite strong. War chanted, they have now the buff. That's a decent amount of Man of the West army. Focusing down the barracks I believe is not the greatest call. It's way tankier, has double the HP in compared to Orc Pit. This slaughterhouse is protected greatly. 2 slaughterhouses, like mentioned before, are going down. Now the question is, how much damage can he deal in return? Because I believe the Man of the West player has now rebuild. Yeah, he's pretty much beating now. He will be using rebuild to save the barracks. It was really close, man. He almost underestimated the damage from the orcs. And yeah, he was just wasting time, and no economical damage dealt yet to the Man of the West player. That's about to be changed because the farm is going definitely down. Orcs in the melee range. Archers are actually doing a phenomenal job. And stable. I mean, the Gondor Knight now would be a juicy situation, but they still need around 5 seconds. The question is, will Avi be able to destroy this farm? Tainted Land will maintain the buff of the war chant. He doesn't go for the eye. You want to keep the buff active. So as long as they are on the land, they will have 50% more damage and armor. And the Gondor Knights just in time, coming to trample down those orcs. And regardless with buff or no buff, the orcs are getting still one-shotted by the enemy Gondor Knights. One more trample into the orc archers, and I believe the farm is gonna be also protected. But during all this time, Mordor was able to recover a little bit. We have 450 command points for man and 550 for Mordor. Mordor is now building the Haradrim Palace, which is you gotta do it in order to be able to counter the enemy Gondor Knights with the Easterlings. It's very important. We have 3 production buildings now for men: soldiers, pikemen, archers, rangers, and Gondor Knights or / Rohirrim later on. We might also need Theoden. I believe Theoden is very underrated. You know, Theoden is a great sportive hero who provides leadership on foot, but also on horse. So you can choose to join the infantry army, or you can choose to join the cavalry army. And also great skilling with the glorious charge. You want to see some Knights of the Lamroth, but I believe that's going to be kind of tough. You gotta get the stable to level 3 first. 2fans1907, my man. Thank you so much for the sub for the 2nd month, dude.
2fans1907 just resubscribed for 2 months. Ahoy.
Ahoy. Thank you for the youth spot, and welcome back. Welcome to the Champions League. The matches for the game number, for the spot number 1. And Clan Lock, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that as well. The farm is going to be definitely taken down, boys. Big commitment now. That's a huge orc army. Don't underestimate that. We have Gondor Knights and also, you know, a little bit amount of a group of units from the Man of the West player pushing forward. The archer range is getting bursted down. Rebuild is on cooldown. It's going to be definitely going down. The farm level 2 has no protection. Now you got to move. And 2fans1907, my dude, after the resub, there comes the 200 PD bomb. Thank you. What a generous man you are, dudes. Thank you so much for the huge spot. 7 power points collected, 400 command points available for the Man of the West play. His command points kept, and losing the farm level 2 is quite painful. He's gonna drop down now to 350 command points. Avi, guys, let me tell you that much. This Avi guy is on fire, and every time I was asking you guys at the beginning of the stream who you guys think is gonna win, everybody was like, Smokey for sure. Smoke is gonna win. Smoke is gonna win. And I said it loudly, you know, I said you guys are clearly underestimating Avi. And Avi is popping off. Holy moly. 8 power points collected, 450, 550, 2 power points after War Chant in the Tainted Land. The troll has been taken down. He was running into the pikeman. Maybe I jinxed Avi by saying something like that. What means ahoy? It's like something like hey, you know? Holy moly. 2fans1907 gifting us up to my man Vidira. Thank you, man.
2fans1907 gifted Videra _GT a subscription. What a monster. 2 Funds 1907 gifted a tier 1 sub to videra_GT. They have given 43 gift subs in the channel.
Dude, 43 gift subs already to the channel. That's crazy. That's crazy. And make it 44. He's going again crazy. 2 Funds 1907, dude. Noble 0520 is this time the lucky winner of the gifted sub. My man. My man, my man, my man. What a generous person you are.
2 Funds 1907 gifted Noble 0520 a subscription. What a monster. 2 Funds 1907 gifted a tier 1 sub to Noble 0520. They have given 44 gift subs in the channel.
The girl is gonna fold non-stop now. And another one to Inumara this time. So yeah, Balindro is right. Looks like my Fenerbahce friend from Germany doesn't like actually anybody who has no badge next to his name in the chat.
2 Funds 1907 gifted Inumara a subscription. What a monster. 2 Funds 1907 gifted a tier 1 sub to Inumara. They have given 45 gift subs in the channel.
45 gift subs to the channel. 45. Thank you so much for the huge support, my dude. You are a crazy guy. And what do you think? Is Fenerbahce gonna be champion this year? Is Fenerbahce gonna be a champion this year? 10 power points collected. He might get the chance to go for the industry. Yes, sir. That's gonna be the plan. Use it on this one. This one has a great protection, you know, between 3 orc pits. Oh my goodness. 10 gifted subs.
2 Funds 1907 just.
What is going on, dude?
What a pirate.
What is going on? You guys are gonna literally make me to become a full-time Battle for Middle-earth streamer, guys. Dude, imagine that, you know what I'm saying? 8 hours a day, guys. Like from 8 to 4, like a regular job, 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, 8 hours a day. You know, 30 days a month, streaming non-stop BFME games for you. Thank you so much, dude. 55 subs in total to the channel. Dude, you are crazy. Thanks for the huge support. Really means a lot. 600 command points available for Mordor and 500 for man. Here's the Tom Bombadil special summon. Tom Bombadil in a juicy Sonic song in a situation like that would be actually crazy. And there comes Tom Bombadillo, the only guy in Middle-earth who can resist the One Ring. Bombadillo Sonic song will be used to knock them on the ground, to disable them, to burst them down. But dude, if Mordor is a track, when it's rolling, it's gonna hit you like a truck. There is no way you can deny that from happening. Mordor, if you give it a great chance, it's gonna be over, dude. It's gonna be over. And there we go, Caesar. Thank you so much for the continuing sub of Sweeks.
Subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards.
Thank you so much, dude, for the resub. Really means a lot to me. Thanks for the huge support. Means a lot. Tom Bombadillo, once again a beautiful Sonic song. And another one, this time to Pantera. Pantera has so many accounts, my friends. Trust me. 2 Funds 1907. Trust me. If you would give every account Pantera ever made a gifted sub, you would be broke. Trust me, regardless how much money you got. Pantera, I believe he had like 500 accounts on Twitch in total. So giving him a sub on his own, on all of his channels, would make even Bill Gates broke, guys. So I like this troll. Yeah, Ave is actually doing a phenomenal job. Boromir is on the field. And Last Bedevi. Last Bedevi, now you can finally use also different emotes, my dude. Thanks for the gifted sub. Eyvallah kardeşim ya, çok hoş. Yani gerçekten Allah razı olsun, ne diyeyim. All Treasure, thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate that.
2 Funds 1907 gifted Last Bedevi a subscription. What a monster. 2 Funds 1907 gifted a tier 1 sub to Last Bedevi. They have given 57 gift subs in the channel.
57, boys. 57. Holy moly, man. Crazy. Crazy. Ya. İsminden anlamıyor musun? 2 Funds 1907. 1907 ne demek olabilir? Fenerbahçe, sen çok yaşa. Alright, the archery range is gonna be definitely taken down this time. Mountain Trolls. And Big Boy Glue with 300 BD bomb. And there we go. We have another hype train. 2 out of 2 Ds. Guys, it's dangerous. Don't make me get used to it, guys. Don't make me get used to it. I'm telling you, it's a warning. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome, amazing. What is going on? Thanks for you guys are the best. I don't know what to say. Thanks for the 300, big boy. You are a big boy indeed, my dude. Thank you. Ne demek Fenerli oldu bir anda. Hep Fenerliydim. Oh my goodness. Eisengard with another 10 gifted subs. Holy moly, guys. What is going on?
What a pirate.
There we go. Level 5 hype train. The highest hype train ever accomplished. Chuf chuf chuf. Hype train. Dude. Oh my goodness. Yet another one. Okay guys, I'm becoming a full-time Twitch streamer now. Starting from tomorrow.
1907 just gifted 10 subs. What a pirate.
Subs distract us when we forget about game. What is going on with Smog? Look, Sir Medex is just jealous because he didn't get any of this 25 gifted subs to the channel. He's still the one with no badge next to his name. He's just jealous, guys. Trust me. Stop killing my builders, man. Ave is actually kind of upset. I don't know what is going on in the game anyway. And Balindru Chvitanga, I mean, that one was definitely unexpected. Chvitanga is also like, what is going on now? I got a putt speed.
What a pirate.
Oh my goodness. This one was the most unexpected stuff. I didn't see that coming, guys. Trust me, no one. 650 command points for Mordor and 500 for man. Mordor is definitely... Oh, the worm summon has been used. The trolls are going to war. The worm is burning the existing army. Legio, my dude. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry that you have no luck this time. But you gotta... when somebody's gifting subs in the channel, guys, I think I heard it that you gotta type something in the chat in order to get it. Oh my goodness, Berenone is also going crazy now. My moderators are also going crazy. Guys, I think we are really close. I think we might now have more emotes available also on Twitch. More emotes.
What a monster.
That's crazy.
Funds 1907 gifted a tier 1 sub to Crecior_98. They have given 68 gift
Oh
subs
my
in the channel.
goodness, what is going on? What is going on? 683% hype trainers.
Velenorian just gifted 5 subs. What a pirate.
Velenorian with the 5 gifted. Big Boy Glue after his 300 BD bomb to the channel. 10 gifted subs to the channel. %700%, I think. Guys, come on, what is going on? Webcam? Guys, I'm gonna open webcam for you. I'm gonna say hi because the room I'm living in is pretty dark.
What a monster. Bike Boy Glue gifted a tier 1 sub to Scaboo's
Hello.
9990.
There we go, guys. Oh no, no, no, no. Lifa, thanks for the follow. Lautenberg for the first time subbing with the primers.
Bike Boy Glue gifted Muridi a subscription. What a monster. Bike Boy Glue gifted a tier 1 sub to Muridi.
Thank you so much, guys, for the gifted subs, for the bits, for the... What is going on? We can't even watch the game through, man. It's crazy. But to be honest, I cannot complain, guys. I know you can complain about it, but I can't complain. What is going on?
Bike Boy Glue gifted Pyrollax a subscription. What a monster. Bike Boy Glue gifted a tier 1 sub to Pyrollax.
Oh my goodness, he's also gifting us up. I think the guys, the alerts are so behind, by the way. There is gonna be an alert for the next 5 minutes.
Bike Boy Glue just gifted 10 subs. What a pirate.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, Smok is losing this one, definitely, guys. He's surrounded. Just take a look into the minimap.
Lautenberg just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
And Balindru with the 100 BD bomb. Balindru's going crazy as well, you know. Balindru got motivated now all of a sudden, guys.
Something special for my online father. You deserve it, my friend. BFME community is the best community. Peace. How you are no more sad about the strike.
Dude, I'm still sad about the strike a lot.
_Dre Frachek a subscription. What a monster. Velenorian gifted a tier 1 sub to Raiden _AKA _Dre Frachek.
Guys, I think the girl is not doesn't know what she's talking about anymore, guys. Caesar gifting us up to Daniel. Thanks for that. I think everything is so behind now. I don't know what's going on.
Just gifted 1 subs. What a pirate.
250 command points only for Smokey. What is Abe doing? Is Abe actually secretly training in the middle of the night when everybody else offline? I think she's confused. Yeah, she's quite confused. The girl doesn't know what she's talking about anymore. And once again, guys, I cannot thank you enough. Thanks a lot. Big Boy Glue, Velenorian, 2fans 1907, Caesar, Balindru, Big Boy Glue, Lautenberg. Oh my goodness, man. Eisengard. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. Really means a lot. Craigasm. It's a matter of time. Now we have a big commitment coming up. Does he have rebuild from the spellbook? Let me take a look into that. Yes. Yes, rebuild. There is also Boromir on the field. The last man standing has almost the level 5 leadership, but there is no army to give leadership to. Subs go brr, yes. And congratulations to every, you know, lucky winner who was getting a gifted sub to the channel. And yeah, once again, guys. When you play Inuma, yeah, Inuma, that's a very good question. Now we gotta see you playing, my friend. Inumara, guys, was able to reach the finals in the last BFME tournament. So I'm actually quite curious about his performance in the Champions League / in the upcoming $1,300 tournament for Rise of the Witch King. Opten Humanity was so generous to donate $1,300 so we can have a great tournament, a great start into the new year for the BFME community. And guys, I don't know how often I can say that. Yes, we have not the biggest community in the world, but I would not trade any single one of you guys to any of the toxic big communities. I think the size doesn't matter, it's about quality. I always keep saying it, quality goes over quantity, and I'm so grateful and thankful for being a part of this community as well, guys. So Losanek might not be the biggest map in the universe, but I think it's going to be still great for the Goblin player. We have the red Eisengard player Smokey on the left side against the blue Goblin player Abe on the right side. Dude, imagine a 4-0 situation for Abe. They would be kind of crazy. Nobody was expecting that. I wasn't expecting it either. But I think the performance of Abe tonight shows that the upcoming 1,300 tournament is not going to be one-sided at all. We have great players like Irby, Smokey, and, you know, Sauron, Fairy. Like, we have so many great players in the upcoming tournament. It's going to be definitely awesome and wholesome. I'm really looking forward for that. We have a clan setting start after 2 furnaces for the Eisengard. On the other side, we see 2 tunnels, 3 tunnels for the Goblin player Abe. He's going for an economical opening. He might be actually building up a Goblin cave, yeah. But you can also go for the Spider Pit eventually against Whiteman of Dunland. However, he doesn't know that he's facing against Whiteman of Dunland. The Spiderlings are not the best call against Uruks. Uruks are a bit tankier and harder to be taken down. And the reason why this is such a solid choice for Eisengard is because he has now the chance to recruit kinda cost-efficient units like the Whiteman of Dunland for 150 resources only, and they are still able to win the 1v1 situation against the Goblin Warriors. He's pinging me. Is builder stuck? No. Okay, sometimes when you do a tricky move like that, your builder might be stuck here. It might be actually pretty bad, but it's okay. I believe the Goblin can still send the builder inside the tunnel, so he should be fine. And double Goblin cave, it's gonna be a Goblin spam fest early on. And we will see now the Uruk pit coming up. So I believe what you can do is recruit a couple of crossbowmen, use them for defensive purposes. What is going on? Did someone burn the land with archers again? Yeah, like, I mean, we have seen great matchups, but I think a couple of unlucky matchups for Mr. Smok. The last matchup up was definitely good for Smokey. Man of the West against Mordor, but Mordor player Abe was playing really good. And Smok not getting good moves. I wouldn't say that. Yes, for sure, the Mordor against Goblin matchup is a tough one. But Mordor against Man of the West was not a bad matchup for Smokey. Was definitely not a bad matchup. I mean, Abe is just playing a bit better tonight, let's be honest. Triple Goblin Cave, look at the positioning, boys. There is no gap in between. look at the placement. You see that? There is no way you can get inside the area here. So perfect placement and also protecting the tunnel perfectly. Yeah, there is no gap, and building like that is very important. That's like one of the biggest improvements of your building placement. And building and placing them in the right spot is also very important to keep them protected a little bit easier. Ave is so good. Yes, Pansy, welcome to the stream, by the way. So Goblin Warriors for days. Wildman of Dunland, they are leading forward. Eisengard is definitely gonna need some crossbowmen. One is not gonna be enough. And we gotta keep an eye on the builders. And there is one builder sneaking through and building now the first offensive tunnel. Eisengard has no vision, but what you can do, and what you should be doing in my opinion, is go for the Keep Pads upgrade on the fortress to get a great amount of vision only for 500 resources. It's very efficient, and I believe it's extremely important in this matchup. You know, the vision control you get, the knowledge, will increase your reaction time. And that's a huge goblin swarm, boys. Wargen is available for the Eisengard player too, for the goblin player too. Eisengard is the Kribin. But this attack, he has still no vision around this side. Now he will be able to finally see them. But he has one crossbowman and one Wildman of Dunland. Holy moly, guys. What is this goblin army, my dude? That's gonna be tough. One pikeman, use it in the porcupine formation to body block the enemy units. You want to use the whole porcupine formation definitely to not get one-shotted. That's a huge goblin swarm. Kribane is going to be used to debuff the enemy units, but Kribane doesn't nullify enemy buffs. By the way, the Wargen is still remaining on the field, and they will only lose 25% damage and armor, but Wargen is giving you 50-50. The furnace is going to be blown away. In the meantime, the counter-attack though, the Weapon of Dunland, they will be definitely able to take down this tunnel, or it's going to be close. Unlucky for Smoky. He has even torches on this Weapon of Dunland. Again, in a one-on-one situation, yes, they are able to win the fight. And with torches, they will also increase the melee damage. Now, if they get the chance to commit against the tunnel, they will be able to burst it down. And actually, not a lot of damage dealt to the economy of Eisengard. Great defense from Smoky at the end of the day. Quality goes definitely over quantity, but he needs to find a way to take down this tunnel as soon as possible. Kribane is now moving. The Weapon of Dunland, they are badly damaged. They shouldn't be able to deal much more damage. And also keep in mind that if you go for the torches, it's a big investment. You gotta invest 200 for that, which is gonna make the Wildman of Dunland nearly as expensive as the Urukayar. So from 150, they will cost actually 350 in total. The furnace is gonna be protected for now. Maybe a Warg Pit for the Warg Riders could be a nice choice when it comes to deal with such a goblin spammy playstyle from the goblin player Ave Heavy. I mean, there is no pressure on Ave. He's 3-0 ahead. If he wins that game, he's gonna be the leader of the Champions League. He's gonna move to the #1 spot, which is gonna give him the chance to get $50 cash prize at the end of the month. If he can, of course, keep the spot protected. But we are not even close to be done yet with the Champions League. We have still many games to be played in the upcoming days. This is gonna be definitely taken down. Eisengard is actually kind of recovering a little bit. 450 command points for Eisengard, 500 for the Goblin. Without any barrow expansion, he was also able to keep those tunnels, important tunnels, protected, but the question is for how long? This one is badly damaged, couple of hits, and it's going to be definitely taken down. So basically, now we see a perfect example of quality units against spam, right? So triple Goblin Cave, he's spamming goblins non-stop. Now going to be also recruiting some Goblin Archers to have some more DPS against Weapon of Dunland and also against the Pikemen. But the question is, what's going to happen in the mid-game when Eisengard gets the money train unlocked? When he gets the Devastation, when he gets the chance to eventually even summon the Wildman of Dunland, Eisengard's eco in mid to late game is going to be unmatched with the Field of Fires. You can grow rich easily, and you can even afford to build like 3-4 Uruk pits at the same time. The furnace is going to be protected. Eisengard is doing a good job keeping himself protected for now. Creeping action is going on at the bottom right side. This creep is going to be uncontested. Goblin player has some units, recovering up over time. And he's preparing now for a big push. He has in total 8 power points collected. Now, you might skip the War Chant, which I don't think is a great idea. I think War Chant is just too good to be skipped. Yes, it's gonna slow you down a bit and you will get your 10 power point spike later on, but I think it's worth it. When you prepare for a big push like that, and buffing them with War Chant, making them deal 50% more damage and making them 50% tankier, is gonna be a great situation. And yeah, that's gonna be the case from Smoky. Kribane is gonna be available for the debuff. Goblin player has not even the cave pads unlocked yet, and he will get outclassed, but he's really close. He will definitely get the power points he needs unlocked during the fight. This army is still looking scary though. Kribane will be used now. War Chant from the Goblin player. He needs to get to the power point for the cave pads as soon as possible. Goblin arrows are being debuffed from the cave pads. 5 power points instantly for the cave pads. Cave pads need to now be placed in the middle of the fight. That's the biggest fight so far in this game, number 4. The score is 3-0 for Avi. That means Smoky desperately needs the victory of this game to have a chance to turn this series around. And Eisengard will be definitely able to win the fight. Goblins are backing off, and the tunnels are so badly damaged, they will be definitely taken down. Eisengard in the meantime is untouched, was keeping the furnace here protected too. Level 2 furnaces. We have 600 command points for Goblins and 675 for Eisengard. So Eisengard is now starting to grow rich, slowly but surely. As for the heroes, I believe Sharku and Glurz could be a nice choice for Eisengard, and for the Goblins, Ezog is the most affordable one, you know. Ezog is pretty cheap, easy to be recruited, very beefy hero, tanky with the great battle rage. He will also be able to 1v1 every single hero almost in the game. I think he will be also able to win against Lords in a one-on-one situation when he is level 4. And he has also the pillage, which means money, money, money. The only thing Ezog is missing is leadership. And for leadership part, the Goblin faction is forced to recruit Gorkil the Goblin King and get him to level 4. That's the only way Goblins can get leadership unlocked. Again, long terms we shall see. Warp Pit is coming up now for the Warg Riders. Warg packs are gonna be kind of pointless. You wanna get this to level 2 as soon as possible. Warg packs are like more like an early game unit, not very reliable in the mid to late game. Because now we have like a mid-game standing. Eisengard is definitely doing a phenomenal job for the map control. The build is going to be barely able to get in safety. We have Spiderlings now up on the field. Spiderlings are great against White Men of Dunland and also great against Warg Riders later on. But I believe what Goblin player also needs are Spider Riders. It's going to be very important to trample down this White Men of Dunland and the Crossbowmen. Because Eisengard for now has not many pikemen up on the field. Bilban, welcome. Scavenger matches any economy, but again, also Eisengard has Scavenger. Basically, right? With the pillage of Lords, you have also basically Scavenger. You have Industry, you have Field of Fires, you have Devastation. You should be able to get lots of money. White Man of Dunland will be his choice. He's not going for the Devastation though. He wanna encourage this push. You know, kind of buff this push and make it more effective. The build is gonna be able to get away for now. And as you can see and tell, Smokey is doing has like a perfect synergy between damage and also defense. He always keeps some units for the defense to protect his eco against those Spiderlings. That's a huge army. Vorchan is almost back up for Eisengard. 3 power points collected after that. And Goblin player Ave is so behind in the power point department. The level 2 tunnel is going to be definitely taken down. Smokey is now warmed up, boys. He's ready. The tunnel is going to be taken down, and that's dropping down the Goblin player to 425 command points only, while Eisengard has in total 750. So definitely miles ahead. Now it's about to not make a major mistake. If he doesn't make a major mistake, this should be a free win for the Eisengard player, Mr. Smog. Big fight, but this one is also not looking too bad for the Eisengard. He keeps the army busy, and that causes Eisengard to be untouched. Look, every single furnace is coming up. Level 2, almost level 2. Tunnels. He's trying to expand a bit offensively, but Warg Riders are here to scout the area at the bottom right side. The tunnel here is going to be found. White Men of Dunland, they have the pillage. They will be able to steal money from you. The White Men of Dunland summon will be gone very soon. But Goblin players not much left on the field anymore, guys. I think the Goblin spam early on was kinda not as effective as I was assuming it would be. And now the Goblins are dying in like 1 second. I believe you gotta find a solution to go for an early transition into half-troll swordsmen eventually. Half-troll swordsmen are just much tankier and better and more reliable too. But also obviously more expensive. Okay, that's gonna be a GG move, I believe. I mean, he can't do much. He was using Warchan on the Spiderlings. Tainted Land will be summoned defensively, but yeah, I don't think he can hold this any longer. Smokey now going for the Devastation, not going for the 15. Devastation is going to be used, give him a great boost of money, which can be invested into a hero, for example. Or what you can eventually do is go for like an Armory. Armory is also pretty nice. If you get Forged Blades on those Uruks and heavy armor, you can make them very tanky. And keep in mind that there is no Spider Pit on the field anymore. It means no Spider Riders anytime soon. So you don't even need, let's be honest, you don't even need Eisengard pikemen at this point. You can just make crossbowmen and Uruks. They are tanky enough to be the front line. And yeah, boom. Avi doesn't say a word, will leave the game, and that's gonna be the first victory of the day for Mr. Smoke. The score is still 3-1 for Avi. He needs only one win, and Smokey now has to win 3 games in a row. We have the blue Mordor player, Avi at the bottom side, against the red Eisengard player, Mr. Smoke, at the top side. Now, about this matchup. I believe that's a great map for every single one of these players. Vech, Dog, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. You bet 1,000 for Smokey? Oh my goodness. Hopefully you won't be disappointed. Double furnace into the work pit, which I like a lot because I believe having mobile units in a map like this can be quite efficient. Because the distance, look at the distance, boys. The amount of time you need to walk from one location to the other location, right? That's a long distance, and that's like when you move directly, right? But you don't move directly normally. You move either this way, or even all the way around it. So the distance is huge. That's why you want to have like a mobile army, and that's why on this map, for example, dwarves and goblins are gonna be a god tier, high tier faction, because they can close the distance. They have the gap closer with the tunnels and mineshafts. Triple slaughterhouse into the orc pit, and orc pit number 2. Warg packs early on. Later on we might see definitely some Wildman of Talent. I mean some Warg riders. Been minging your videos on YouTube, great content, hey man, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Unfortunately, there won't be any new content for the next week on YouTube because I got restricted because of the download video. But in about 8 days from now, we will have again a couple of videos coming up for the main channel.
Build me an army worthy of Mordor.
Build me an army worthy of Mordor. And once again, man, thank you so much for coming from YouTube all the way to the Twitch channel. Really means a lot to me. Thanks for the effort. Thank you, thank you. War packs with whole ability. Does he have Creepane too? Yes, sir. He has Creepane. That's good against Mordor. If Mordor chooses to begin with the Eye of Sauron, it's gonna be even double effective. Because unlike Warchan, is a leadership, and leaderships are getting negated from the Creepane. In the meantime, we have more war packs coming from the War Pit, and now the Uruk Pit for the Uruk-hai. This is no rabble of mindless orcs. These are Uruk-hai. Their armor is thick, and their shields broad. Hi, Johnny. Welcome. What was wrong with the download video? It's like, I mean, I don't have the rights, I believe, to kind of publish videos like that and encourage people to download the game kind of illegally, let's be honest. And maybe that's what it was wrong. They don't tell you the reason, you know what I'm saying? They just say this video is removed because of the terms of service of YouTube, and they just let you know, They don't tell you any backup information. Why and who reported the video, stuff like that is irrelevant. Avi is going again for trash spam. Yeah, but that's how you're supposed to play with Mordor early on, You gotta play a bit more. Trash spam is good because orcs, they are actually pretty good as they cost only 30 command points. Like, that's the reason I believe why the Mordor faction is also good against goblins, because orcs cost you less command points than goblin warriors. 10 less command points doesn't make, maybe doesn't sound too crazy, but for a spamming unit, 10 command points less for one single battalion is actually quite a lot. Oh, that's gonna be painful. Last attack. Oh, okay. The Uruks are going down, but the Warg packs will be able to finish it off. So far, Mordor is more like in a defensive situation, but he needs definitely some Easterlings. His command points capped. You can see they cannot join the battlefield anytime soon. We get more and more Warg packs being recruited. I mean, basically, he actually spams lots of Warg packs. 1, 2, 3 battalion. He might go for he's gonna go for 4 battalions in total. That's a lot. 5 battalions in total. Creeping action with the Easterlings, that's good. That's gonna give Mordor the chance to get some money back, as he lost one of the slaughterhouses. That's a huge map, boys. Like, basically, I believe the best thing that you can do on a map like this is expand offensively. Like, build a slaughterhouse here, for example. It's gonna be really hard for the Eisengard player to scout this area anytime soon. There is like a pattern, right? So when you actually play against somebody, you can see his pattern, his way of playstyle. And Smokey on this map, most of the time is moving from the left side. So the right side, beside this one battalion, is actually kinda open for Mordor to expand. And look at that. He keeps moving from the left side. Trash spam, best spam. True. True. The war packs. Mordor orcs are leading forward. Double orcs and one Easterling. Slaughterhouse offensively, but the war packs will be able to scout this. I believe capturing those signal fires is going to be also very important. And Mordor now, I mean, this is not going to achieve too much besides buying time for Mordor. And I believe that's very important to keep the pressure on Eisengard, force him to play a bit more defensively, which is going to give you the time you need to scale. And now we will see the mighty Black Orcs. Black Orcs are very strong. They are stronger than the war packs. Ash, Rise of the Witch King, my dude. Thank you for the tier 1 for 6 months already. Half a year. Thanks for the huge spot.
Ashro TWK just resubscribed for 6 months. Ahoy.
Ahoy. Thank you, man. Really means a lot. Eisengard skills with economy, right? So basically Eisengard has like a crazy eco in mid to late game, but Mordor, I believe in terms of army strength, I believe Mordor is gonna be better. I think infantry against infantry, Eisengard wins, but Mordor has too many options, you know? Mordor can go for trolls, drummer troll, catapults, which are most of the time better than ballistas. You get the chance to recruit Haradrim archers with fire arrows, which are better than crossbowmen. You can go for flyers on a map like this. Holy moly, that's gonna be quite effective because it's a huge map. And with flyer, you get like the most mobile unit on the field. You can use them in the worst case scenario to actually fight for the map control. And you get the chance as Mordor to recruit 3 of these, you know, 2 Nazguls and 1 Witch King. And all of them are able to fly. So in super late game, I believe not any faction could fight about map control with the Mordor faction. That's my opinion though. I've not seen anybody getting past 30 minutes and being able to crush Mordor. Maybe Angmar can do that eventually, because Angmar is also like Felvin, Longshot, many wombo combo potentials, but the catapults from Mordor are very good. I believe they're the best catapults in the game because they have the Firestone immediately purchased on them. You get them on the field so easily. The Black Riders are the best you know, half hero unit in the entire game. They are so tanky, have debuff, great hero counter, crazy amount of damage, Muma kills. I mean, that's also one of the possibilities you got. You can even go for the Muma kills if you have too much money. This is not gonna be looking good for Mordor. This army is actually looking pretty dangerous, but he has Black Orcs now, only 1 battalion. He needs more than that. And also Banner is pretty underrated, especially on Black Orcs, and also Haradrim archers later on. You know, you get the barbed arrow shots with level 2, you get the bloodthirsty with the level 2. So getting your units to level 2 can actually be quite efficient. There comes the attack with Eye of Sauron, but he won't be able to achieve too much. This army looks strong, and I believe Mordor needs to now find a solution about that. Maybe Gothmog could be a nice choice, as we see more and more Black Orcs. This way you have like constant leadership around. The fear resistance from Mordor is not going to be very effective against Eisengard, because Eisengard has no fear effects, you know. But the leadership from Gothmog can be quite nice. The Black Orcs, oh, they will deal a lot of damage. Attack. Hold ground stance, you gotta move to the aggressive stance to burst it down. He's just wasting time. He's paying attention to this area, because in this area now we have the Wildman of Dunlin summon from Eisengard. The furnace is gonna be definitely taken down, but this army is looking pretty dangerous to me. Warchan is not available yet for Eisengard. That's pretty good for Mordor, but he has still lots of units. The Slaughterhouse level 2 is gonna be found and definitely taken down. There is little to nothing Mordor can do about this situation. We get now also some archers coming all the way back to protect this, but it's gonna be a little bit too late, because he's gonna lose at bare minimum 2 Slaughterhouses level 2. The Black Orcs though, they were able to destroy one of the level 2 furnaces. That's pretty nice. 450 command points for Eisengard and 425 for Mordor. He's gonna drop down now to 350.
Awaken my warriors!
Awaken my warriors. Lots of pressure on Mordor. Eisengard is definitely ahead, has the upper hand. So basically, once again, the similar situation like in the previous game, if Smokey doesn't make a major mistake, like for example leaving your units in an open area like that without pikeman protection, then he should be having this victory. But it's too early to say that. Mordor can still get into the mid to late game if he gets the industry unlocked from the spellbook. Even though industry got nerfed, which is more like a nerf to Mordor. Yes, it's also affecting Eisengard, but Mordor was the one faction which was always looking forward to get the industry power spike. So in most games in 8.4 version, we saw Mordor picking up the eye first, skipping the Warchan and the Tainted Land, try to get 10 power points collected instead, and go for the industry as soon as possible. Now, the industry nerf affects also Eisengard, because Eisengard has also access to industry, but Eisengard was never going for the industry in the first place, you know? Because for industry, you need to pick up the Vision of Palantir. In most cases, Eisengard was aiming to get Devastation, which also got nerfed. So all the eco powers actually from the evil factions and also the Dwarven riches got nerfed this patch. They are less effective. They are still very great, but they are less effective. Alright, does Lourdes have anti-fear leadership? No. Eisengard needs Saruman for that, yeah. Eisengard needs Saruman, and Saruman has to be level 5 for the fear resistant. That's the only way. And that's why I believe, you know, in Mordor should be getting some fear units on the field. This can be a Fell Beast, this can be a Drummer Troll. Even the Gatewatcher expansion can cause fear. And also a debuff, right? Let me check. Yeah, it's even a debuff at the same time, to make the enemy units weaker. Eye of Sauron is available. He still needs 4 power points for the 10, and Eisengard has actually 9 power points after the Weapon of the Unnamed Summon. Now, with 10, you can also still go for the Devastation, but you can also skip that and go for the 15 power point instead. The Uruks are marching forward. Crossbowman, Uruk Pikeman. He has great protection for the Crossbowman, with the Pikeman being around. But Mordor has not much remaining on the field anymore, boys. He is only up to 425 command points, and that's literally 300 less command points than the Eisengard player, Smoky. Eye will be used. Black Orcs are actually getting into the backline. Warchant for the double buff. Does he have Creebane? Yes, sir. Creebane is going to be used, which shuts down the effect of Eye of Sauron completely. The Lancers. Nice micro here from Ave, but will this be enough? There comes the reinforcement for Eisengard. The War Packs. They will get into the backline, into the Orcs and Orc Archers. In this fight will be definitely won by Eisengard with the War Packs coming on the field just in time. And, you know, Mordor has not much left on the field anymore. Look at that. He has 39, 34. These are the Lancers here. That's all he got. That's all the army Ave has on the field right now. We have 700 and 400 plus being used of the 700 command points for Mordor, for Eisengard, sorry. Devastation was used recently. We can expect now a hero like Lourdes or Sharku. Even Wormtongue can be actually a choice. But here, boys, there is nothing that can deal with the Eisengard army at this point. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. The devastation is real. Everything is going down in few seconds. And Mordor, I mean, Saruman was wrong. He was saying against the power of Mordor there can be no victory, but I think he meant to say against the power of Eisengard there can be no victory. Because Eisengard is gonna win this. We have Lourdes, the fighting Urukai on the field, boys. The most cost efficient hero there he is. Fighting with bow, sword, carnage, leadership, you know, cripple, pillage. Everything that you need from a hero is built inside one single hero, and that's Lourdes. Look at the command points, look at the minimap, look at the map control. Mordor is struggling, fighting until the very end, but the end is definitely near. He's trying to fight and hold the middle, but it's not gonna be possible. The Black Orcs are strong, yes, but are they strong enough? Eisengard is committing from the behind. There are actually no pikemen anymore. That means the Lancer can actually clean this up eventually. Industry is finally unlocked. I believe the Tainted Land was kinda a little bit overkill, which was delaying the industry so much. He's gonna use the industry, by the way, on the slaughterhouse here, which is at the bottom left side, but after using it, he will just leave the game because he knows what comes cannot be defended. I personally think that if you cannot win this matchup as Dwarves against Angmar in the first 10, maximum to 12 minutes, it's gonna be every minute that passes through gonna be harder and harder and harder for Dwarves. But we shall see. We have the Angmar player building up 2 mills and Smoky building up 2 mineshards. Now that's the beautiful map Erech the Fourth Age. That's the Eric Stone in the middle of the map. And also on this map, we have Warg layers, Troll layers, and also Spider layers, as well as Goblin layers. So basically Goblin, Spider, Troll, and Warg. However, there is no inn, you know, you can't capture any inns. It's about raw fighting. There is no special unit you can recruit. Every time I watch Lord of the Rings, I get goosebumps. Same dude, same dude. I mean, the one scene which always makes me cry, for whatever reason, emotionally cry, is actually when Sam is saying to Frodo, I cannot carry it for you, but I can carry you. This is so meaningful, despite the fact that Frodo didn't believe him, you know? I mean, obviously he was kind of getting corrupted by the One Ring, but the amount of sacrifice Samwise Gamgee has done for Frodo Baggins, the friendship, the true friendship, just makes me always emotionally, crushes me and hitting me like a truck, boys. We have Hall of Warriors into the pikeman start. It looks like you want to creep the Warg layer first. On the other side, we see the Gunterbad Warriors from the Hall of the Kingsmen. He might go for the second Hall of the Kingsmen, but what you can always do as well is build up the Wolf Den as soon as possible, which gives you the chance to recruit some Wolf Riders. Last time I watched Lord of the Rings, I had to pause the movie at they are taking the hobbits to Eisengard because me and my friend couldn't stop laughing. They are taking the hobbit. Guys, by the way, Legolas, I mean, the guy, Orlando Bloom, is actually aware of this meme. And a couple of years ago, I was finding a video on YouTube and he was making fun of that, you know, himself. They are taking the hobbits to Eisengard. Hobbits to Eisengard. But also potato is nice. Potatoes. What is taters, precious? Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. And Balindru can't say that, by the way. He can't say boil him, mash him, stick him in a stew without dancing himself. Balindru has always to dance with his hands when he's saying that, you know. We have Gunterbad Warriors. More Gunterbad Warriors are coming. 450 command points for Avi and 450 for Angmar. So nothing happened so far. It's just about scouting, which is very important for Angmar. You gotta scout the entire map. And Angmar's best bet, hold on a second. Oh, he killed the Trollmaster. That's painful. That's the weakness. By the way, the biggest and the only weakness actually from the Trollmaster units. When you kill the Trollmaster, rest in peace. This Mindshot is going to be protected too. Angmar is forced to disengage. There is the Builder. The Dwarven Builder. Yeah, but oh, he's actually getting, oh my, what the, oh, it was really close. Not even close, baby. I mean, calculated. Okay, more Gunterbad Warriors are coming, but the problem is this army is going to be hard to fight against. You know, you got to have some extroverts on the field. You got to have some, eventually, wolf packs. Wolf packs are great to eat those pikemen alive, but this army will be definitely able to destroy this mill. Now, Angmar is kind of ignoring this and trying to destroy the mine shafts instead, and he's kind of keeping the builder busy. I believe that's like a very solid strategy. You know, you keep the builder busy here, right? Because as long as your Gunterbad Warriors are around, he cannot cancel the wall up. You can deny him to expand during all this time. Rallying call has been used, but extroverts are fast enough. You can kite them. Hit, run, hit, run, hit, run, or wait for the reinforcements to be the front line. Warshin is going to be used defensively. Now you can split them, press X on your keyboard to split them into different directions and kind of sandwich them. Put them in a triangle, you know what I'm saying? Choose from all the possible sides because Dwarven units, they are kind of sloppy, slow. They cannot commit. Keep the, yeah, hold ground stance. Very important. If the gun, he's using actually aggressive stance. I believe that's a wrong call. You gotta use hold ground to absorb as much damage as potentially possible, but it's not even needed. Extroverts are doing a fan. Oh, the Trollmaster. You gotta watch out about the positioning though. I mean, that's very important. That's the one thing you always gotta pay attention about. We have a battle wagon on the field now for his sport. Angmar has no debuff, unlike goblins in Eisengard. You need to get Witch King. Basically, the Witch King is the only one who gets the, I mean, you can also get sorcerers on the field for the debuff, but let's be real, seeing sorcerers in 2022 is gonna be like a wet dream. It's gonna be kind of unlikely. Very rare unit. I believe the rarest units we have ever seen from Angmar in every single version of the patch since version 7. I'm here, and I believe in the last 3 years I've seen sorcerers one single time being recruited. Creeping action is going on. Okay, this Mindshot is going to be definitely... Oh, but he has one pikeman only. Now that's going to be kind of dangerous if the Angmar player doesn't pay attention. We have a small fight around this side in the meantime. Morgomi has no debuffs. Morgomi has a debuff, but Morgomi isn't able to nullify enemy leadership bonuses. So Morgomi debuff is actually working like a debuff from the Black Riders of Mordor. Only debuffing the enemy units, yes, but the Witch King on the other side can debuff them and nullify their bonuses they would get. That means the leadership, you know, from the battle wagon, even though Morgomi has debuff, wouldn't get nullified, wouldn't get negated. This fight is not looking too bad for goblins. He will be, for Angmar, he will be able to win this, no problemo. Battle wagon was using oil barrel, which is kinda ironically to me that you can burn the river, you know what I'm saying? You put fire on the river and it's burning. What is this, dude? Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Guys, would you hunt this when you are hungry? Dude, I would be scared of this creature. Looks like he can be strong enough to kind of crush me. We have 5 power points collected by Angmar, 550 command points available in the bank, and the same command points also for Smoky. He has 1 power point collected after the rallying call and the heal. Now he has a battle wagon. The battle wagon has to just avoid fighting the pikeman and he should be good to go. What you can always do is put whole ground stance on him and move him like a statue, just for the sport. But then when you get the chance to catch those extroverts off guard, off position, without protection, you can just punish them with 1 single trample, just like that. 3 power points collected. He has to heal from the spellbook just for the worst case scenario. Ideally, you want to have also a second battle wagon with the well for the constant sustain. You can even heal up while you are fighting. So as the guardians are so beefy in the all ground stance, they can absorb lots of damage, and with the recovery you will get from the battle wagon with the well, you can keep them fighting all day long. The only bet from your opponent would be to burst them down fast enough or to burst down the battle wagon, which is easier said than done. They have a wolf den now, level 1. All of the Kingsmen are above level 1 as well. You will definitely need some ranges later on, but for now, Angmar cannot afford that. The mill, level 2, has 0 protection. He has Fellwind, but not Snowbind. Fellwind is available, he looks for a chance to trample them. There is no pikeman around. Vorten is going to be used. With Fellwind, you might be able to catch the battle wagon, by the way. Heal is going to be used now from the dwarven player. The battle wagon is almost back to full HP. In the meantime, Angmar is kind of backing off, and dwarves are getting more and more map control. The Fellwind is still available. What happened to the battle wagon? The battle wagon actually getting away, but the wolf packs are faster than the battle wagon. However, they are not dealing too much damage. They are only great against pikemen. You need to get the heavy spike collar upgrade purchased to make them a bit more beefy. 1 more trample is incoming against the guardians. The pikemen are definitely not around for whatever reason. You don't want to underestimate. Yes, the wolf riders are potentially the weakest cavalry, but they are still cavalry. They can still knock you down, trample you down, and deal damage. Don't underestimate them. The builder is actually getting into the middle range, getting punished, getting chunked, and getting taken down. Fellwind is available. Use it on the battle wagons, but you gotta get pikemen in position. Before they can enter the mineshaft, you can use the Fellwind now, or never. Okay, it's too late. 5 power points collected. Here's now the chance to get the Snowbind unlocked, to protect one of the mills or one of the Hall of the Kingsmen if needed. For now, Angmar is kinda able to protect himself, keep himself protected, but the question is for how long, because during all this time, dwarves they keep expanding, you know, you see that, mineshaft at the bottom right side. He should do the same also around the top left side. Oh man. I mean, I don't know, man. Smoky actually looking pretty solid also in this game. Pikeman, use the now you gotta use it now. Fellwind them now or never. Oh, he actually kind of hesitates. He waits too long. He kind of is scared of using it. 7 power points collected. But this army is looking strong, my dude. Strong with double buff. The dwarven army, yes, they are outnumbered, but quality goes over quantity. The Fellwind is coming in clutch now, but that's gonna not get you the chance. Oh, beautiful oil barrel. And Angmar has to reposition. Look at them burning. Look at them role-playing Denethor, who was burning legit in the films. I don't understand, boys. What is going on tonight? What is going on today? 3-0. Amazing start for Ave. And Smoky is saying, yeah, you might win against me once. You might win against me twice. Hell, you might even be able to win against me 3 times. But I won't let you the chance to win against me 4 times. The build has been taken down. That's bad for dwarves. But it's okay, because he has the momentum, he has the advantage now. The Hall of the Kingsmen is going to be taking down the Hobbit summon is available now, which might be used right off the bat, and that's the plan from Smoky. Double battle wagon, they are still remaining on the field. Health, regeneration, and also the leadership to keep them as strong as they potentially can. The Hobbit summon could be a bit more successful. Fill of Galadriel is going to be used from Frodo Baggins, the ring bearer himself. The One Ring. Frodo becomes invisible while wearing the One Ring. which is great, by the way, Kappa Kipo. It's almost as good as these guys. But let's be honest, in Rise of, in any Battle for Middle-earth game, the best ability overpowered, but you can't nerf it. That's so overpowered that it can't be nerfed anymore, guys. You gotta just take it the way it is, and it has to be disguise. Eowyn's disguise ability, holy moly, guys, the most broken and unbalanced stuff I've ever seen. Hey, Marriott of Brandybuck, who's gonna win? 1x. Oh, Mary. Oh, he died twice. Deja vu. It's a glitch in the Matrix, boys. The mindshot has been found and taken down. Okay. 725 for dwarves and 500 for Angmar. Angmar is still scaling, but you need to definitely find a way of transition into something stronger. Mordor can do a great job too, to give leadership to the, you know, to the pikemen and to the extrovers, make them a bit more tanky and stronger with leadership. And also with level 5 you will get the chance to summon the Hillmen, additional units. You know, it's always nice. Pillage for killing enemy units too. But I believe the damage from Voldo is not going to be great enough to fight against double buff Dwarven army. Shanks, don't lie, you hate Eowyn because she can't cook? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't marry her. Because I'm scared that she would say during the marriage time when I say, hey wife, come on now, I'm hungry, you know, make some food. She's gonna say, I am no woman. I am no woman. Do you guys know this song from Jennifer Lopez? She made a couple of years ago a song which is like, I'm not your mother or something. And my wife was a huge fan of this song, by the way. She was like, do you see, do you hear, darling, what she's saying? She doesn't want to cook, she doesn't want to do that. And I said, yeah, that's the reason why Jennifer Lopez has no husband. You know what I'm saying? She can only make songs, but the real woman, they, you know, the real man, they don't want to have anything to do with Jennifer Lopez. Big here, Oryx summon. I ain't your mama, yes sir. Oh, big counterattack, Bombadillo Felwind. This fight is looking great, but the oil barrel is gonna mess them up. Holy, they are burning. They are burning. They are burning. And Avi doesn't say a word. And Smokey does it again. Now, we didn't see this matchup yet, right? We didn't see this matchup, right? It was actually Angmar. It was Mordor against man, not Angmar against man. That's the first time we see this matchup between the Man of the West player Avi at the bottom side against the red Angmar player Mr. Smok at the top side. I believe that's an okay matchup. I guess Man of the West can win this. Man of the West actually doesn't do too bad against evil factions. The factions man struggles against the most is the good faction matchup. I believe the lowest win rate in the tournament so far, or in the league so far, has the dwarf and the man faction. Men have like 33% win rate out of 15 games. And they also lost another game today against Mordor, so the win rate is even dropping further. So it's gonna be less than 30% win rate very, very soon. If Man of the West player is gonna be able to win that, it's gonna be, of course, a different story. But again, it's easier said than done. It's not a big map, so you cannot go for a sneaky early barracks, offensive barracks, and he's playing it a bit more defensively, which kind of makes sense because it's a final game. You don't want to go for a risky stuff. You want to go for like a safe stuff. 3 farms, barracks, pikemen. 3 mills, Hall of the Kingsman into the Trollmaster. So, in my personal opinion, the main weakness of the Man of the West faction and the Dwarven faction is the fact that they need to build multiple production buildings to be able to recruit the same units like all the other factions can do with 1 or 2 production buildings only. So take a look into the Angmar Fortress or Barracks, right? Trollmaster for Extroverts, Gundabad Warriors, Pikemen and Wolf Riders. You have Elite Swordmen and Elite Archers, and all of them combined in one single structure, and you even get the chance to buy banner from the same building, right? While Man of the West has to build for that stuff blacksmith, archer range, and barracks, you know? That's why you need to have so much additional buildings. We shall see if Smok can, you know, win 4 out of 4 games in a row, or if Ave is going to be able to find his redemption. The Gundabad Warriors are just on the spot, reading the mind of Ave like a book. Valencoil is going to be used on this pikeman. That's a tilty one, and because now Gundabad, they can just disengage. You know what I'm saying? They can just run away, and Smok can be annoying here. And he didn't use his own war chant, right? So it's a win-win situation in my book. Gundabad warriors are now moving forward. And Smoky now has a great start already into the final game because he was disturbing Ave creeping. Ave couldn't creep this, and he was beating Ave's rallying call. Now he has a chance to buff his own army, and once again, boys, the buff advantage in Rise of the Witch King is a huge thing. The farm is unprotected. This game is already looking kinda bad for Ave, because look at this, man. It's like Smoky is countering willingly or unwillingly every single step Ave is taking into the game number 7. Every single step. And still not creep, by the way. He's gonna be able to keep this mill protected with the Wolf Riders. And he was able to destroy one of the farms with the Gundabad warriors. They are now level 2. And what can men do against such a reckless hate? Rangers maybe, yeah. Maybe tower guards, because the pikemen of Rohan, they are buffed, yes, true, in the version 8.5, but they are still not very reliable. They are good enough to counter the Wolf Riders though.
I speak with the Witch King's voice.
I speak with the Witch King's voice. And they allow the observers only to be able to zoom out. So basically, I can zoom out when you are observer role. You can also zoom out when you want to cast replays. You can still zoom out. Only the players have restrictions. So when the player zooms out more than this, the black bars are gonna show up. Very true slop bucket. Very true, my friend. Very, very true. The farm is gonna be found and taken down. 400 command points for Angmar and 450 for man, but you can see the amount of units the Angmar has in compared to the amount of units Man of the West has. Yeah, he has double the units on the field as we are talking. Rangers are quality units, they are strong. They will be able to fight against the Gundabad warriors and the extrovers in no time, but it's gonna be a 1v5 situation. So they are strong, yes, but they are not strong enough. So what I would love to see, Angmar is struggling with fear effect. So I believe in order to be able to counter the Angmar, you wanna actually recruit Boromir, Horn of Gondor, because the only way Angmar can get fear resistant in the 8.5 version is by recruiting Karsh. And Karsh against men, I believe, is not a very solid choice. Felwind is coming in clutch. Rangers, recently recruited, are looking to get back into the graveyard, because they shall not move. They shall not move, and 500 is going into the garbage just like that. 500 command points for Angmar and 450 for man, but the man is falling apart. As Elrond would like to say, there will be no down for man. And is he rage quitting the game? Or is somebody abusing the F12? I don't know what to say. Any good TV show you can suggest, guys? Yes, I heard there is a good TV show which is called Twitch TV/beyondstandards. Fiesta. Yeah, Abe was kind of playing it. It's unlucky. I mean, he got discovered here while creeping, right? He got disrupted. And he was not even able to creep this, by the way. And Abe will just leave the game. What a final game, man. Like, if you make a... That's the thing. When you make a mistake like that against good players, the punishment is going to be a great one.